I mean, what does it say about the NBA draft that the Knicks just traded 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges? Now, listen, I love Mikal Bridges. You know, he's an Eastern PA guy. I think he went to Great Valley High School maybe. Had a good playoff run, went to Nova, and now he's with the Knicks. Give me, Marv, because I know that you're probably into the NBA as much as anybody. Give me your breakdown of what of a difference this makes for the Knicks now. I mean, I know he's a really good player, but he's also not like – this is not like a star player, right?
No, he's not. But he's a guy that on any given night, he can give you 25 to 30 a night. If he gets hot, but he's one of those –
But he's not an every night guy.
No. But he's a guy that doesn't need the ball to be effective during the game. Like he was on the Phoenix Suns when they went to the NBA Finals a couple years ago against the Bucks. And so he's like a 3-and-D guy. Jalen Brunson's going to penetrate in the lane and find him wide open. And he's another, like you said, another Villanova guy. So those guys know each other. They already have that camaraderie and chemistry. I think chemistry is kind of underrated in the NBA sometimes. And if you know somebody's game, you know where they're going to be. And he knows his role. In the NBA, you have to have a role. And he knows his role. And they know who the star is. They know Jalen Brunson's the guy with the ball in his hands. And you have him, Hart, DiVincenzo, guys that don't necessarily need the ball to kind of, create their own shot. They can just kind of stand there, 3-and-D guys, so it works.
And by the way, those 3 guys you just named, Marv, none of them were like top 5, top 10 picks. None of them were thought of as like, this guy's going to be a great NBA player. And now like Jalen Brunson, was he even a first-round pick? Like, he was not considered like a great prospect.
No, he was considered a great college player who may be a role player in the pros.
So maybe that says something about tonight.
Mikal Bridges is interesting because when he was with Phoenix, he was really making a name for himself. He was second for Defensive Player of the Year. That was just 2.5 years ago. He was averaging 26 points a game at one point 2 seasons ago. But Jalen Brunson needs all the help he can get. You're getting Mikal Bridges at 27, not 22 and not 32, right in his prime as an NBA player. So he's going to help you tomorrow if you're a Knicks fan.
So there's a couple other parts of this, and Marv kind of hinted at it. Any guy I've ever talked to about the NBA, like a coach or front office person or player, the number one thing they say, it's really important that the players like playing with each other. Really important. And these guys are all like very close friends from college who won a national championship together at Villanova. By the way, I don't think I've ever seen this. Can you guys think of another team that had this many players from one college at the same time? Can you argue that like the 4 best players or 4 of the 6 best players for the Knicks are now all from Villanova, Seton?
It's so interesting, too, because what you were talking about yesterday about the bond that people have when they win a championship. Right, you were just talking about high school guys. You're not really buddies, but when you see each other, you're brothers.
Yeah,
now put that into an NBA team. It's pretty wild.
They're just missing one thing now, right? Jay Wright. Come on,
special consultant.
That would be kind of hilarious.
Let's just put it this way: if things don't go well with the Knicks this year with Tibbs, it's either Danny Hurley time or Jay Wright time, right? It's one of those 2 guys.
You played for the Patriots. Remember that run where Belichick was drafting guys from Rutgers?
Yeah, that was after me, but yeah.
Yeah. They had a run of like 7 Rutgers players.
Hey, I think I might have played for the only team that can rival the Knicks, the Nova Knicks. Look this up. Who's our research guy? The 2002 Washington Redskins. That was the name of the team back then. Steve Spurrier was the head coach. He brought in Danny Werfel, Shane Matthews. What's the guy's name? Ike Hilliard, Jaquez Green, Robert Gillespie. I think we had another Florida receiver. We had 2 Florida quarterbacks. Chris Doring. We had 2 Florida quarterbacks. At least 4 Florida receivers, a Florida running back. I had never seen anything like it in my life. We were like the Florida Redskins. It was unbelievable. Paulie?
I'm looking at the roster. Yeah, you nailed it. They have a bunch of Florida dudes, even a couple guys on defense. That's fantastic.
That might have been the only team I remember that tried that tactic.
Didn't work out too well.
No.
It didn't work out.
Not even close. Several of those guys got cut, I think, and they were not very productive.